The show is finally out there. It's amazing. This one is mainly for Vince, but feel free to jump in and give your input. I've watched 7 episodes, and for me, it's been as fascinating seeing how the plot and the world evolve as discovering who Carol is. So I wanted to know, was it challenging to keep this show character driven while also developing a high concept sci-fi?
Good question. For me, it's there's nothing easy about coming up with these shows, but it was kind of easy. And easy is not the right word. It comes to me naturally to think in terms of character. I approach these shows, whether it's Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul, Peter Gould and I working together on that show, or Pluribus. I approach it from character. And when I have a character that intrigues me, like Walter White or Jimmy McGill or now Carol Sturka, and also Zosha, once you have that, plot derives from that, and then the themes of it. I have some ideas thematically what the show's about, but I try never to start with theme. That's for the audience to decide what the show means thematically, but I like concentrating on the characters. The characters you ladies play, and then Ray and Carolina tell, and it's not just me writing it. So we got wonderful writers, and we work together as a group. And these ladies, whether they know it or not, they're telling me through their performances. They're telling all of us writers who these characters are, and then you learn. The writers learn from the performers initially learn from the writer, because writers give the performers a script, the actors a script, and then it goes the other way. The actors tell us things, whether they even intend to or not, that we incorporate into the next script, and it's an interesting
cycle.
Yeah, it's an interesting cycle.
And about characters, unlike Walter or Saul/Jimmy, Carol doesn't seem to be set on a path of corruption, because even though she seems to be a misanthrope, she really wants to save or restore humankind. So what kind of anti-hero would all of you three think she is? And why did you, Vince, choose to go on a different direction in this one?
I was ready to write a hero again. And were you? And you played a very fascinating but flawed character on as Kim Wexler on Better Call Saul. Is it fun to play? I was ready to write a hero. Is it fun to play a hero?
It is, because you've given her so many obstacles, and she's a reluctant hero.
I love that.
And I think Carol's discovering strengths she had that she didn't even know she had because of the situation she's being put in. So yes, it's a lot of fun. I think if you were playing an unencumbered hero that I don't know. Actually, I guess they would all be fun, but I very much like that. We kept trying to center it in those moments of extreme situations of, like, what if you were a real person that is not sure what to do and is terrified. And Vince would tell me when we did the second episode and she's going out to Spain that Carol was hoping to just volunteer to bring the plates and cups to the revolution, not lead it, and no one will help though, so she kind of has to do something.
I love that so much. That you go on that journey.
Yeah, it's fun.
I love how, like, the change that happens too, because when you go on Air Force One and you go to everyone, they're like, all right, let's go, and then everyone, that switch that happens, because normally in things you would see people like, yes, let's save the world, and they go, yeah, I'm good, things are good,
that's fine,
and you're just sitting there like, oh my, wow, I'm like really alone. It's so great. It's just.
It's fun.
And you play an unencumbered character. You play someone who just is at peace. That's got to be tough. In a weird way, that's got to be, in some ways,
because it's very opposite of who I am.
Yeah.
And even though Carol rejects the idea of the joining, she's in a state of extreme isolation, and we can tell that there's a special connection with Zosha. So how was it as a writer and as actresses developing and playing a relation between an individual like Carol and someone who is at the same time 7 million people?
That's the toughest. I'm gonna let these ladies. I'm gonna let. That's the toughest thing. The idea of you got. Yeah, it's like we were saying. You got a really tough job because you are playing all 7 billion, 8, however many billion people left. You're all of them at once, and you said an interesting thing to me. You've explained to me how actors mirror one another, typically mirror their emotions, but it's like you don't get to do that. So it's like, how does that work? I learned from this, what I was saying a little while ago, I learned from these ladies because when we were writing these characters, the characters of the others, I was hoping these guys would have ideas because what does that mean when you were everyone on Earth? I mean, what does it mean for you?
That I'm just really smart.
Well, and you can fly an airplane.
And I can do a lot of I can taxi a plane and fly a plane and I mean it's such it's an incredible concept. I love it, and I you know, as with anything, I think especially with this character, I would have to tackle it scene by scene with Ray, because how do you play having the whole world, you know, in your head? So it was just tackling the scene that came, and also with a lot of your help, because there was moments where I would want to go empathetically on the journey with her, and you would help me just be like, well, these people have a biological imperative. They really believe in their cause, and once she experiences the goodness of how good this virus feels, you know, I know that she's going to be okay. And so when she's having feelings and emotions that just carry that within me, that, you know, she's gonna be okay once she knows what it feels to be us. And so that was very helpful when she was struggling having these emotions, and you know, to make sure that it's being an indulgent mother, you know, at times of just and holding space for her, and there's moments where I wanted to go and, you know, reach out and like hold you when you're having such a hard time, but it's like, no, I know that, you know,
She has it's a deceptively very difficult role that Carolina knocked out of the park. You know, this idea where you not only have to intellectually think about like what is everything in your head, it's also they are content, but they're not robots. They are still sentient. They are still thinking. They are feeling, and they are compassionate, but they do not mirror or reciprocate our emotions, which actors use as a tool because that's how humans behave. If the conversation is going sad, then I'm going to mirror that, or at least understand intuit that something is now wrong. But she could never do that. But she can't look villainous. She can't seem like she's plotting. She can't be a robot. She can't just look high on Valium. Like what? So what is this?
Maybe that's what I should have tried.
Right? Yeah. I mean, she was, but that's separate. That has nothing to do with the character. And she did it brilliantly, and I had so much fun navigating how different their energies are. I know that was very challenging for her, but I have to say on my side, it was a lot of fun because I inherently knew that this is both highly dramatic to have these two immovable objects. Carol is so stuck in what she wants and being reactionary, and she has a biological imperative that's making her stuck with her objective, and has this way of being that is not reactionary. And I also knew that this is also very funny. It's just funny, comedic to put these two energies next to each other. And then she's an absolute brilliant actress who also is just a joy to be around. So we had a blast.
Ditto.
Rehearsing and planning and thinking about like what are all the ways this could go, and you know, and letting the other person's performance shape you, which is the best gift you can get when you're
having all the collaborative conversations.
Yeah,
it was just so fun. Yeah. And when you have her as a partner in crime, like, come on, does it get better?
Hey, thank you so much, Ray, Carolina, Vince.
Quick shout out to Spain.
Yes.
We shot in northern Spain. We shot in just
San Sebastian.
San Sebastian, Gran Canaria.
Yes, and Bilbao. And
Bilbao,
and what's that other wonderful?
Oh yeah, where
starts with an O.
Oviedo. Yes.
Hello to everybody in Spain. Thank you so much. Great crew in Spain.
We'll welcome you in season 2. We'll be here waiting for you.
Yeah.
Have a really nice day.